Midoriya Izuku, you two were going to a flower shop nearby as his mother was sick, and you thought it'd be a good idea to spend some time with her and get her flowers. And then, because you were the luckiest person to ever exist, it just so happened that the flower shop's owner was the one your ex-boyfriend cheated on you for. Izu, let's go. I don't like it here. You murmured quietly. Eh? Why? Is something wrong, Ryan? You hadn't talked to him about your ex-boyfriend much. He knows about you being in a previous relationship, and that something bad happened that caused you to break up, but he never pushed you to tell him. Before you could explain, however, your ex was there, his arms wrapped around his girlfriend's waist, as he whispered sweet nothings into her ear, causing her to giggle. Oh, Ellen, you're here? He said, and you frowned. God, how could anyone be that petty? That's my ex, Izu. Let's just leave. And Midoriya was upset. That was your ex? And he's acting like a douche? So, he did what he was good at. He cupped her face in his hands, slamming his lips onto yours. His hands moved from your face to your waist, and you melted farther into the gas, all while looking at your ex. When you pulled back, you were breathless, and your face was flushed. He pulled you close to him, his smile wide. Let's go, love. Todoroki Shouto. Todoroki left to get a drink for the both of you, and when he came, he found you staring at a couple with a frown on your face.
What's wrong?
He asked, stroking your cheek with his thumb. You looked down. That's my ex. The asshole came here with his new girlfriend and introduced her to me, and then left. He frowned. There was no need for him to talk to you at all. That was just unnecessary.
Here, how about you introduce me to him too?
He said with a glint in his eyes, and you hugged fondly, nodding. Sure. He tapped the back of your ex-boyfriend's shoulder, his other arm wrapped around you protectively.
Hey, I believe you haven't met before. I'm Todoroki Shouto, Ryan's boyfriend.
Your ex faked a smile and extended the hand. Oh, nice to meet you. And Todoroki, being the person that he is, took his chance. He froze his hand, twisting his wrist just a little bit, and your ex gritted his teeth from the pain.
Don't bother my way on, or it won't end well for you,
he said, melting the ice and letting go of his hand.
It was unpleasant meeting the two of you, and I hope I don't see you again.
He gave you a kiss on the cheek before walking away, your hands intertwined. Bakugou Katsuki. Katsuki, look, you said cheerfully as you pointed at the teddy bear in the store. It's you. He giggled, and he huffed, looking away.
I don't look like that, dumbass.
You wrapped your arms around him. Oh? But you're warm as one anyway. You mumbled into his shirt, and he reluctantly hugged back, patting your hair.
Yeah, sure.
Your day was seemingly as great as could be, but then, out of nowhere, a particular someone had to ruin it for you. Oh. Isn't that Bakugou? What's he doing with an idiot like Alan? You heard the familiar voice say, and someone laugh. But you weren't the only one who heard.
What did you say about her?
Baku yelled, going towards Rex. He knew him after all, and he was the one who told you to break up with the abusive asshole. Rex, however, simply laughed. Come on, don't get mad because I'm saying the truth. It's better than lying to her. He flinched, but it didn't take too long for Katsuki to retaliate, lifting him up by the collar and slamming him into the wall.
Say one more word about her. I dare you.
And he didn't give him time to respond, punching him in the face. This wasn't going to go too well for either of them. Not if Katsuki kept going. He was about to give him another well-deserved punch before he grabbed his arms, pulling him back. That's enough, Katsuki. You did great. He kissed his cheek, not even looking at the pile of garbage that was your ex-boyfriend. He sighed, letting him fall to the ground and holding your hand.
Do you want that teddy bear?
Yeah. Sero Hanta, when he saw your ex, his mood was kinda ruined, especially with that little frown on your face. So, he had thought of a genius idea, inspired by a little prank Kaminari and Mina told him to try with Bakugou. He had taped your ex-boyfriend's chair when he went to the bathroom and smiled while you two had dinner at your favorite restaurant until he saw him about to get up. Hey, Ryan, look, what is it? He mumbled, looking at your ex with a little pout until he tried to get up and failed miserably, falling flat on his face with the chair stuck to his back. I taped it, and he burst out laughing, watching as he struggled to get up, having to get someone to pull the tape off. As soon as the people started to notice you, and that Sarah was there, it was discovered. You left the money on the table and quickly got out, your laughter echoing in the streets of Musatafo. Shigaraki Tomura. You barely convinced him not to decay your axe and give his ashes to Dabi to burn them. Barely. When Shigaraki saw him on his way back from stealing the new Xbox, he was beyond irritated, and he was getting itchy. He tried to brush it off. He was tired after all. But then he really thought about it. About the nights he saw you crying to Toga because you felt in love, and thought, hey, it wouldn't hurt to decay a bit of his arm, right? And so, here he was, pinning your ex to the wall in an alleyway with a grin on his face. As he slowly decayed his arm, your ex was trembling in fear, white whimpers falling from his mouth as he begged him to let go. How about we make a nice deal? You don't show your face here again, and I'll let you live. I think it's a great deal. The other nodded, desperate, and he looked so pathetic that Shigaraki couldn't help but laugh as he let him go, picking his Xbox back up and going back to his hideout. After all, today was game night, and he wouldn't want to waste a lot of time when he could spend it with you. Tamaki Amajiki. Tamaki was going to get your stuff from your ex-boyfriend's apartment now that you officially broke up, and even though he wasn't the confrontational type, he was doing this for you and that's all he needed to go forward and open the door with the key you gave him. When he went inside to get your stuff, he found your ex seated on the couch, drinking with a couple of his friends. "What are you doing here?" he snarled as he got up. Tamaki frowned, the nervousness in his chest disappearing. "I'm here to grab my own stuff," he said. "Oh, that whore? I bet she was waiting for us to break up to go to you. She is not a good girlfriend if you're wondering. She's useless and needs help with every little thing. You're better off without someone like..." A tentacle came forward, slapping him hard enough to make him fall to the ground. "Don't talk about my aunt like that. You don't deserve someone like her," he said, and there was anger in his voice. When your ex got up, readying himself to punch him, Tamaki simply dodged as he walked towards your room. "I'm not wasting my time with you. I'm getting my own stuff quickly because she needs me. And I'm not like you.